The owner believes this is probably the only 4x4 Transit in XXX racing colours. You know what? He's probably right. Welcome to Lot 76 Cars. My name's Simon. Today we're going to take an in-depth look at the NEC Practical Classics Restoration Show on the Lancaster Pride of Ownership stand, and there are some brilliant vehicles like this very impressive Transit four-wheel drive behind. So without further ado, let's go and do that, shall we? So first up is this fabulous 1990 Vauxhall Senator 3-litre 24 valve, and it's not a former police car. Apparently the owner Gary took 1 year to find a car that he could restore. There's not too many of these about. Many had a very hard life, but somebody somewhere along the line decided to spec their Executive Express in white, and wasn't that great? Some of them I think had the Digi-Dash that the Opel Monzas had. Absolutely fantastic, and it's in great order, isn't it? It's got recreated dealer plates there as well. It's got some of the pictures. It's had a shed load of work done to it, technical term there. Doesn't it look splendid? I'm delighted to see that one, absolutely delighted, and I hope you are too. Bought as a project by Clive Thompson back in 1990, it was already 30 years old then, is this fabulous Triumph Herald convertible, separate body on frame due to capacity problems that they had within Triumph at the time. And these were incredible cars. A lot of people learnt to drive in the saloon version of these. It's in pretty good order, and great to see. I think it shows, getting shots, some of the restoration shots there as well. It's a life's work to have a car for so long is incredible, isn't it? Just shows how attached to cars many of us get, and in this instance I can understand why. Perfect for a bit of sunshine that's coming our way soon, I hope. So this car, owned by Paul Burden, is a 1984 Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit, and in actual fact it's in Royal Garnet, which is a colour that the royal family apparently used and selected on their vehicles. There are quite a few Spirits here, but not so many quite as nice as this one. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to have a look inside. I've asked the owner if I can have a look inside. Might be the closest I get to one of these. Oh, the door is reassuringly heavy. Good Lord. Column gear change. Absolutely fantastic in there, isn't it? As you would expect, I guess. This is absolutely opulent, but one of the cars that somebody's cherished. That door shuts with a reassuring thunk, doesn't it? Wow, I do like that, I must admit. Absolutely decadence, fabulous. Now it's pretty rare to see these, and they were pretty rare back in the days. A 1997 Toyota Paseo belonging to Paul Edwards. Now they had one, he and his wife had one in younger days, and wanted to try and have a classic car to cherish. And of course these cars are by no means spring chickens these days, are they? So they took this one on board, and it was actually supplied by a local Toyota dealer. Again, I think they sold in bigger numbers in the States than they ever did here. It's a great little design and a great little coupe. Where have all the coupes gone? As always, the backstory is as interesting as the car. So this 1980 Rover Mini Clubman estate was built in tribute to the owner's grandfather, and in actual fact, due to a change in circumstances, tragically it was used as his hearse, so it's been converted to a hearse. So forgive me if I say I don't want to go for a ride in this one just yet, but it's been converted to a full hearse. Hopefully you can see it. Will take you around the back as well. It said my last mini adventure. Well, it could well be, but I've done a splendid job with it. Plenty of room in the back. So owner Giuseppe restored this vehicle, and he did an awful lot of work of it. Purchased in 2012, so he's had quite a lot of time spent with this same car, and he's uprated it with a Pinto engine, uprated it to 190 horsepower. Well, 200 apparently was too much, so a crucial 10 horsepower less, but I bet it still goes. What were these designed for? Maybe 105, 100? Absolutely splendid condition, isn't it? Old guys rule. Well, I'll second that one. It's won a lot of cups. It's had a lot of exposure, and quite rightly so. certainly from this angle, it looks pretty flawless. I'm always open to see another Mark 1 Escort. What do you think? Originally purchased by the granddad of the owner, Paul White's 1990 Mazda MX-5 Unos, is an absolutely lovely looking car with a great family connection. Mariner Blue was one of the original launch colours for the cars that came to the UK. I must admit, I did have my eyes on one back in the day when they were about £13,800. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Could never afford the insurance at the time. This is incredible order because they do rot for fun. But the paintwork on this one is absolutely splendid. It's got the correct tonneau cover on the back. It's got some two-tone leather seats, look a bit more comfortable than the cloth ones I had. And the paintwork, the amount of attention to detail on the paint, and even the engine bay. Have a look in the engine bay as well. What do you think to that? Some people really do put the effort in with these cars on the stand, and this is absolutely one of them, deserving to be here. So the owner of this car, John Clements, had given up trying to find one of these in the UK. There weren't many sold, and most of them had rusted away anyway. So he went to Belgium and he bought this fabulous 1973 Mazda 1300 Estate. Now, pretty much, he says the car still got to be recommissioned. It was bought pretty much like this. That's staggering, isn't it? I mean, even under the bonnet, it's got the all the correct lubrication logos. The air filter housing looks pretty good. Wow, this is in absolutely brilliant condition, isn't it? If this is what it looks like before it's recommissioned, what's it going to look like afterwards? He's got all the books there, the service coupons and everything like that. What a splendid little car, isn't it? I absolutely love it. Well, good luck to him with the pride of ownership. That could be a contender for a win there, I think. Another possible contender for the prize here is David Power's 1983 Ford Capri Mark III LS. Unusual for LSs to survive, particularly ones like this in this beautiful pine green colour. It was owned by David and his late father. Already by the 90s it was showing a bit of wear and tear, as you would expect for Fords of that period. But this one has been restored to within an inch of its life. But even the paint, it's got the correct level of orange peel, factory orange peel, that Ford would have had in the paint back in the day. It's got the sunroof, which as we know, sunroofs can be very troublesome in terms of water ingress and rust. The owner has let me have a look at it inside. Well, we've got to, haven't we, really? We've come this far. It's got proper Capri mats, or faithful reproductions. Yes, just as I remember. I only drove a 1.6 once, but I do remember how long that bonnet went on and on. Yeah, I think it was a laser. Isn't that absolutely splendid? Well, again, this could be another car that that Lancaster vote for, or Lancaster participants in the competition vote for. Let's see, shall we? So another contender here is Dominic Taylor Lane's Range Rover 2.5 DSE. It's a P38A. This particular car was spec'd to an extremely high standard. It's even got a PlayStation fitted. This looks like the later facelift car. I mean, a lot of these cars fell into disrepair as they changed ownership over the years, but this one clearly has had a very cherished ownership. You can see it's got the Clarion system on the, I guess that's the Clarion navigation, there must be. Looks in great order. Doesn't that look splendid? Isn't it? It's a lovely colour. And it's the 2.5 litre with the BMW engine in that went into the 525 and 325. Absolutely lovely, isn't it? Looking rather special is Darren Collins' 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. A late night search on eBay and a buy it now hit involved him then bringing this car from, I think, from the USA. It is in splendid condition. I've seen a few of these at auction recently. Not all of them survive as well as this one. They're not particularly powerful, and some people say they don't handle particularly well. Some have been painted in the States, but it's got the correct stainless steel finish. I think by mistake in a previous video I said aluminium. What was I thinking of? But these are pretty exotic cars even now to look at, if not to drive. This one is in pretty splendid condition. I think there's somebody in the US has got a massive stock of spares for these, enough to rebuild them. So I guess it's one of those cars you could own without worrying about spares and ownership in the future. Well, good luck to him. Now another Ford on here, well, don't we like Fords here, is Angie Billington's 1990 Ford Escort XR3i Cabriolet. And weren't these the fashion accessory back in the day? Apparently covered in 82,000 miles from new. It's got every MOT certificate. I think it's only had a very low number of owners. Quite honestly, these weren't massively quick. I think the 1.6 injection, will they be 115 horsepower by then? It's even got the original purchase invoice there. We'll try and get a shot in on that one. Those were the days when you could buy a car for threep and safety. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Somebody's really preserved this well. How many of these just simply rotted away? It's even got Garfield the cat. What more do you want? Well, apparently, as I said elsewhere in the video, this is the only SIR converted Transit, full four-wheel drive Transit in the UK. So they only imported it from Germany and took the decision, as you do, why not put it in a full XXX classic touring car logo? And you know what? It sort of works, doesn't it? I've seen this at Ford Fest a few years ago, and I was outstanding even. It was outstanding even then. It was certainly made an entrance. What an incredible vehicle, isn't it? So smart roadsters with the Brabus conversions are pretty rare already. Apparently there's only something like about 3,000 have done. The first owner of this car, his wife, ordered it. It was originally in black, and she decided then she wanted it changing to Thunderbird's Lady Penelope Pink. And that's what they did. That's absolutely incredible, isn't it? I mean, they've done a good job. Certainly not for shrinking violets, is it? It's got all the correct Brabus parts. I know that they suffer with the roofs, and the roofs can leak. I think Johnny Smith had one of these. But this one's in really, really good order. If you're a smart fan and a pink fan, there you go. This is for you, isn't it? So the owner of this car, Bob Meldrum, had fond memories of a car he had earlier that I think he learned to drive in, that unfortunately met an untimely death, and then he found this one online. Now, HBs are pretty rare cars these days as estates. You don't see them too often. You see the saloons. Not sure whether these were also built at Ellesmere Port. Absolutely splendid. Have a look inside that. That's an absolute treat. I mean, it's been restored. It's a, even though it was online being sold, it was a nut and bolt restoration. He's done lots of work on it. Probably we can see in the back there some of the work that he's done. Original brochures, I do like that. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? From a time when three-door estates were the very thing. Who needed a five-door? What a splendid looking car. Well, we wish Bob well with the Pride of Ownership contest, of course. AC Cobra replicas are pretty much 10 a penny, and it's difficult to separate the good from the bad, but this is Doug Gray's version, and it was built by himself. And didn't he do a great job? Power comes from a V8 Chevrolet producing a mere 425 horsepower, that's all. A splendid, splendid show car, isn't it? The colours really dazzle you on that one. We won't talk about fuel consumption, it'll just upset everybody. But it's been really, really well done, hasn't it? Is it a contender? I don't know. Let's see, shall we? How far can you go? How far should you go? Well, Stuart Johnson's 1989 Ford Orion does tell us that. It has got the power plant from a Fiesta RS Turbo. Oh, interesting valve cover. And to celebrate his enthusiasm for Peaky Blinders, of course, it's got the full Peaky Blinders TV series character set on the side. Wow, there you go, eh? How far can you go? Maybe this is it. Like many owners, Mark Bartholomew had a dream to have a 240Z, and unfortunately the dream passed him by until he bought this example, this 1973 240Z, and it was a bit of a project to say the least. So there's some pictures somewhere of that, but you wouldn't think so now. What a splendid car these are. 6-cylinder, absolutely. Still quite a fair bit of space in the engine bay. I'm not sure if this is a UK car, it doesn't actually say, so apologies. Maybe some of the viewers watching this could confirm if this Z car is a UK one. They were officially sold in the UK in the Octave Botner days. Oh, just looks incredible paint finish. The effort on some of these cars, and this one is right up there with some of the best. The answer to the question nobody asked, but it's quite a logical one, is what happens if you put an Opel Manta together with the running gear of a Monza? Well, you create this Opel Manta GTJ 3000 built by Clyde Moss. Originally a very rusty project car, he has turned this car round and he's put together something which is absolutely outstanding. We're going to just poke the camera through there. Everything's been, I love how the seats have been trimmed with that sort of yellow Opel flash to match the paint. It is incredible, isn't it? I do love a Manta anyway, but this one is sort of OEM with a twist, isn't it? What a great effort. Hope you agree. Bought at auction only a year ago at this very location was Jason Mould's RS1600i Escort Mk1. It was a homologation special built to Group A regulation, so at the time more expensive than the XR3i and not particularly more power but more tunable. I think the ECU is different for a start. Bosch, I think it's K-Jetronic fuel injection as well. Absolutely splendid condition. I mean, with when somebody puts the mirrors under the car, then you really know that a lot of effort's gone into it. And isn't this incredible? None of the cracking dash or split seats for you here. This one is spotless. Even got the Polar sticker. Polar were the Ford dealer up in Yorkshire. I remember those. Wow. And it's for sale at the right price apparently. So I don't know what the right price is. What a splendid car.